everyone, it's me again, Man Mason, doing another video. This is part 3 of Pokemon PowerPoint. I ended off on Emboar. I've already said the facts about him. Okay, so Darmanitan. Darmanitan is a fire-type Pokemon. They are known as blazing Pokemon. Darmanitan evolved from Darumaka. Darmanitan has the ability to change forms during battle. A single punch can destroy a dump truck. Its internal fire burns at 2,500 Fahrenheit. When injured in a fierce battle, it hardens into a stone-like form. I think it's called a Zen form. Seismitoad. Seismitoad is a water and ground type Pokemon. They are known as vibration Pokemon. Evolved from Pulpitoad. The lumps on its head can shoot a paralysing liquid. The lumps on its hands increase their punching power. It can turn a boulder to rubble in one punch. Thundurus. Thundurus is a electric and flying type Pokemon. It's known as a bulk strike Pokemon. Along with Landorus and Tornadus, it is part of the forces of nature. Thundurus can shoot lightning bolts from its tail. It flies around the Unova region, firing off lightning bolts. Thundurus resembles a genie. If you could hear that in the background, that's X Factor. 5 after midnight are singing. Reshiram. Reshiram is a dragon and fire-type Pokemon. It's known as a vast white Pokemon. Along with Zekrom and Kyurem, Reshiram is part of the Teo trio. It can send flames from its tail. This legendary Pokemon could scorch the world with fire. It helps those who want to build a world of truth. Pangoro. Pangoro is a dark and fighting type Pokemon. It's known as a daunting Pokemon. Pangoro evolved from Pancham. They are based on pandas. The leaf in its mouth is used to sense the movements of those around it. It charges into battle like a berserker. It won't put up to bullying. Sorry if you saw that it said battery low. Yeah, it's going down, even though it is on charge. It's a bit weird. Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum is a dragon and rock type Pokemon. It's known as a depot Pokemon. Tyrantrum evolved from Tyrant. Before its extinction, the wild Tyrantrum lived 100 million years ago. It was considered invincible. Tyrantrum acted like a king. Its gargantuan jaws could shred through thick metal plates. Yeah? Wait, yeah, I did. Chestnut. Chestnut is a grass and fighting type Pokemon. Chestnut is known as a spiny armor Pokemon. Chestnut evolved from Quilladin. It's capable of throwing a tackle that can flip a 50-ton truck. It can stand up to a bomb explosion. It shields its allies from danger using its own body. Volcanion. Volcanion is a fire and water type mythical Pokemon. Volcanion is known as a steam Pokemon. Volcanion is an event-exclusive Pokemon, so you can only get him in an event. It can live to over 500 years old. Volcanion has a unique organ capable of turning water around it into steam. Volcanion was the last Pokemon in the Pokédex before Generation 7 was added. Xerneas. Xerneas is a fairy-type Pokemon. Xerneas is known as a life Pokemon. It is a member of the mortality duo with Yveltal. Xerneas has the power to share eternal life. When Xerneas is at the end of its life, it transforms into a tree to sleep for 1,000 years. Another power of Xerneas is that it can create forests. Xerneas is the game mascot of Pokemon X. Yveltal. Yveltal is a dark and flying type Pokemon. Yveltal is known as a destruction Pokemon. Yveltal is the game mascot of Pokemon Y. It has the power to absorb life energy. When it reaches the end of its life, it transforms into a cocoon, sleeps for 1,000 years. When their tail and wings are fully extended, they form the letter Y. It says 4 here. There's a few spelling mistakes. This is Generation 7 Pokemon, so you might not really know who they are. Golisopod. Golisopod is a water and bug type Pokemon. It's known as a hard scale Pokemon. Golisopod evolved from Wimpod. Golisopod is an arthropod. Its body gets thinner towards the gut. Golisopod meditates in the caves deep underwater. It can slash water and air in two. Oh my god. Yungu. Yungu is a normal type Pokemon. They are known as loitering Pokemon. Yungu evolves into Gumshoe, so it's not like the final evolution. This Pokemon has a terrible temper when hungry. Yungu has an extremely quick digestive system, it's meant to say. Each Yungu chooses its own route to hunt prey. Komala. Komala is a normal type Pokemon. Komala is known as a drowsing Pokemon. This Pokemon has never been seen awake. It is able to eat, travel, and battle while sleeping. Komala clings to a log that its parents gave to him. It will sometimes cling to a trainer it knows, like a trainer, not like a shoe trainer, like a Pokemon trainer. It is born asleep and dies asleep. Komala is based on a koala. Magearna. Magearna is a steel and fairy type Pokemon. Magearna is known as an artificial Pokemon. Magearna was created by a scientist 500 years ago. The sphere in its chest is known as the Soul Heart. Magearna can take on the appearance of a Pokeball. It feels others' pain. It can understand human speech. It's likely based on a Karakuri puppet. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Decidueye. Decidueye, I'm going to say. Decidueye is a grass and ghost type Pokemon. Decidueye is known as an arrow quill Pokemon. Decidueye evolves from Dartrix. Against a panic is surprise. It can hide from opponents by masking its presence. It only takes 1/10 of a second for it to pluck, aim, and shoot an arrow quill. They can pierce a pebble at distance over 100 yards using an arrow. Decidueye is the lightest final form of a starter Pokemon. Lunala. Lunala is a psychic and ghost type Pokemon. Lunala is known as a moon Pokemon. I don't know why they have the extra E at the end. Lunala evolved from Cosmoem. Lunala is the game mascot of Pokemon Moon. This Pokemon constantly absorbs light to convert it into energy. When its third eye is activated, away it flies to another world. Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is a water and fairy type Pokemon. Tapu Fini is known as a land spirit Pokemon. It is the guardian deity of Pony Island. Ocean currents are the source of its energy. It can control water. People say it can create pure water that will wash away any uncleanness. When it closes its shell, it resembles a marlin. Toucannon. Toucannon is a normal and flying type Pokemon. Toucannon is known as a cannon Pokemon. It evolves from Trumbeak. There are gases inside the beak which can ignite and launch seeds with enough force to shatter boulders. When it battles, its beak heats up. Toucannon is a toucan. Incineroar. Incineroar is a fire and dark type Pokemon. They're known as heal Pokemon. Incineroar evolves from Torracat. It will sometimes ignore its trainer's orders. It throws ferocious punches and furious kicks. Incineroar appears to be a combination between a wrestler and a tiger. It loses the desire to fight when faced with Pokemon that clearly injured or hurt. Guzzlord. Guzzlord is a dark and dragon type Pokemon. Guzzlord is known as a Junkable Pokemon. It's one of the Ultra Beasts. It has gobbled mountains and swallowed whole buildings. It appears to be eating constantly. Guzzlord has the highest base HP of all Dark type and Dragon type Pokemon. It may be based off a black hole. Well, I'm going to end it there. So there's going to be a part 4. I didn't think it was going to ever take this long, but there are quite a lot of my favourite Pokemons. Bye. Bye and subscribe.